Welcome back to What If I Was the Avatar, a what if I have not done in a long time. If you're wondering about what happened to the Zuko what if, it will be coming out next week, or this Saturday, with Zuko in Team Avatar, as I think the series is starting to finally wrap up, and Sozin's comment is coming soon, so we might as well just finish it up Saturday. So, I just wanted to revisit this what if since I've not done it in a long time. So where have we left off since the last part of this what if? Well, in this what if I've been summoned into this world through a spirit where basically I'm a firebender and I joined Team Avatar. Now we left off on the last part where we were at Omashu. So let's begin this what if. As we leave Omashu for our next journey in the world of Avatar, I tell Aang that we will have plenty of time to train for the Fire Lord, and I could also guide him on the path of firebending. I think to myself, what is the next part of this journey? I still remember that we are in the Earth Kingdom, so I decide that it would be best to follow similar events in canon. So as I fall asleep, I wait till the next journey arrives. As we eventually land and it reaches daytime, we land on this Earth Kingdom island where we set up camp. Now, I wouldn't say I would remember all the events of Avatar, but I would know some things, like minor events like this I would not remember. So, as a loud noise is heard from the distance, I stand on guard and I realize that this could be an enemy, so I decide to follow with Aang and me leading Sokka and Katara, where we come across this earthbender practicing earthbending. As we try to say hello, the earthbender runs off. With quick thinking, we run after him, where eventually he blocks us off using earthbending. I say maybe we should explore this place further. So we eventually do, and we find this camp with a small village with details that go similar in canon, where we eventually find the character whose name is Haru speaking to his mother. So we eventually go to talk to them and explain how the Fire Nation is sending earthbenders to prison. As I hear this, I realize this is a chance for more fighting experience and knowledge about bending, as in this world it is all about bending, and that is what makes Avatar so special. So I decide to join Haru and Katara to discuss plans about rescuing his father from the Fire Nation in the prison rig. When Katara is about to leave, I decide that it would be wise to stay with Haru to find Fire Nation prison rig. Katara tries to tell me that is a terrible idea, but I insist in staying. Katara eventually decides to bring Aang and Sokka to help us protect Haru as we devise a plan to get captured and then escape. During the night, we eventually get raided by Fire Nation soldiers as I wake up, where I look at Fire Nation guards and they tell us they are having us arrested, and since Haru is an earthbender, they think that we are associated with Haru, so we all are eventually taken to the prison rig. As we reach the prison rig, we are about to be taken to our cells when we decide to break out. As I'm in handcuffs, I decide to make it hot enough so I can break it as I attack the guards using firebending. I then hurry to get the rest of Team Avatar as I help them escape too. Eventually we find Haru's father through some explaining, and since Haru's here, he's happy to see his father and they are reunited. As we decide to what on to do next, I say, why don't we free the rest of this prison? This would at least give us some battle experience. The Team Avatar was thinking about that, but not in the same way I was thinking about it as training experience. After that, we decide to go to the main part of the prison rig where currently prisoners are outside. Katara tells the rest of the prisoners to escape and fight back, but they don't. Just like in canon, the prisoners are not motivated to escape the prison ring, as Tyro then explains most of the prisoner spirits are broken. But I then say if no one is going to escape, then I will help everybody escape. Just as the prison guards start to appear, the warden says their spirits are broken. I then carefully firebend and shoot a fire blast at the guards, causing them to fall. The warden is shocked at seeing how a firebender has betrayed their own people. As I start to firebend some more, along with the rest of Team Avatar helping the prisoners escape. As 10 guards try to shoot their own fire, I get the idea and I try to redirect it. So I use my hand in a circular motion and I try to redirect the fire, only redirecting some of the fire at them, and the rest singes some of my clothes. As I then firebend, shoot some more, defeating guards all over the prison. I then use this opportunity to escape as Earthbenders thank us for rescuing them, and most importantly, they are shocked at how a firebender went against other firebenders, as once again in this world they have not seen a good firebender in a long time. After that celebration, we fly away with Appa to our next location. However, when Qatar checks for her necklace, she seemed to have forgotten it on the prison rig, and I once again have seemed to have forgotten this key detail in the story, even though I had a lot of time to think. And I spent most of that time training my firebending skills and not really thinking of the plot, but just thinking of some key points in the story, but not all of them. So just like in canon, Zuko finds Katara's necklace at the prison rig to find me and the Avatar. The next place we land is in Earth Kingdom Forest, where it got burned down. Aang is sad at how the forest got burned down, as Katara tries to reassure Aang it will grow back. I try to explain to Aang that we will eventually solve all the conflicts in the world, as an old man then appears asking for the Avatar's help, saying that his spirit is attacking their village. And for the first time, I feel fear, knowing that this is a spirit, and spirits cannot be defeated with normal bending. I then think to myself, how can we stop the spirit? Later, an unexpected ambush occurs as Sokka is taken by a spirit. I realize there's nothing I can do about it, as you should try to not fight a spirit, as they're very powerful, and it will only make the problem worse. As time passes, Aang is confronted by Roku's dragon, and he's brought to Roku's statue, where he discovers that Roku wants to talk about a comment, and Avatar Roku would like to speak to him about it, which is only possible on a winter solstice. When Aang comes back to the village, me and Katara tell Aang that Sokka has been captured by a spirit, and at sunset, we approach the spirit with a gift of nature, as me and Aang try to help the spirit realize that the forest will grow back. After that, the people who have disappeared within the forest have come back, and that's when Aang tells me and Sokka Katara that Roku wants to talk to him about Sozin's comment, and that they also have to go to the Fire Nation as well. I tell Aang that he should not go, as we already know about Sozin's comment, which is this year. So, hope you guys enjoy this part for this what if. The Zuko what if will be coming out later this week.